Hello everyone, welcome to United Red Devil TV, and we're back with our Monday evening transfer news and rumours. And so it looks like the Ugarte deal is off because we've had a bit of an update through the Athletic and David Ornstein. According to the Athletic, Manchester United are switching their focus of their search to sign a midfielder away from Manuel Ugarte. United had been heavily linked with a move for the Uruguayan international, but have reportedly been put off by PSG's asking price of, it's not roughly a 50 million, they wanted 60 million euros, so that's definitely a no-no for me. As a result, United are now said to be looking elsewhere for defensive midfield reinforcements, and to be honest, this is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be United to try and get PSG to lower the price, and if not, why is it taking them 5 weeks to move away when PSG's asking price, which is what they paid for him, which is abnormally stupid because you're not going to get the same amount you paid for someone a season later, and you haven't really given him a chance to play that all that often. So another transfer window with the Glazers still at the helm, and it's just not changing anything. An update on what should we call it? The injury to Lenny Yoro. Manchester United have confirmed that Lenny Yoro had successful surgery on a foot injury he sustained during the club's pre-season tour of America. The 18-year-old defender who signed from Lille early this summer will now begin his recovery and is expected to return to action in about 3 months. we are cursed. This club is just cursed. Ever since the Glazers took over, things have just gone wrong and just keep getting worse. Manchester United rounded off their pre-season tour of the United States with a 3-0 defeat against Liverpool. Goals from Fabio Carvalho, Curtis Jones and Kostas Tsimikas meant that the Red Devils were beaten in South Carolina. It followed a narrow 2-1 loss against Arsenal and a 3-2 victory over Real Betis. Eric Ten Hag's side were edged out by the Gunners despite going ahead courtesy of a fine finish from Rasmus Højlund. This was before United produced an excellent attacking performance to beat Betis, with Marcus Rashford, Amad Dallo and Casemiro netting for United on that occasion. Now United have headed back home to prepare for the Community Shield against Manchester City on Saturday. The Red Devils kickstart the campaign at Wembley after winning the FA Cup back in May, with Ten Hag looking to get underway with a piece of silverware, something United have not done for 8 years. With this in mind and their Premier League curtain raise against Fulham less than 2 weeks away, the Manchester Evening News have assessed the winners and losers from their pre-season tour in the United States. Apparently Fiorentina are leading the race to sign David De Gea. Fiorentina are the latest side to show interest in David De Gea, reports say. They have made contact with the Spaniard's representatives and are keen to persuade him to move to Italy. De Gea has offers from clubs across the world, including in Major League Soccer, Saudi Arabia, and already from Serie A. Fiorentina are said to be gaining confidence that a deal can be done and that De Gea would approve of an offer. The wages could still prove to be too much, though, even though money isn't the sticking point for De Gea. And this story is rearing its ugly head again. Frankie de Jong. Apparently, United reportedly offered Anthony in a swap deal because of their lack of cash. United are said to have tried to get around the price for de Jong by putting up Anthony as part exchange instead. Barcelona duly rejected this though and would rather take the money instead. Oh, you can't be going for him, man. You really can't. We cannot justify the disgusting wages Barcelona pay Frankie de Jong because he's on somewhere in the region of about about 700,000 euros a week, which is absolutely disgusting. Fabrizio Romano reports that United are now confident of not only getting a deal done for Mazraoui but also De Ligt. They should just do it as a double deal and get them both done and through the door. And then we can focus on trying to get someone in the defensive end of the midfield. The former certainly looks on to be his way, but De Ligt has so far proven to be a tougher one. Romano says that De Ligt is just being held up by the lack of money coming into the club and that it could change once exits start going. United are keen to get a double deal well below the 65 million price Bayern Munich want. Arteta's like, look, here's 60 million, let us pay over 5 years and let us have the players. And there's currently betting on apparently you can bet on McTominay to see if he's going to stay, leave or what. And apparently Scott McTominay to sign before September 1st, 2024, not to sign or agree a contract with any other club, 8 to 15. 8 to 15. Fulham 11 to 8. Galatasaray 9 to 2. Tottenham 13 to 2. Any Saudi Pro League club 11 to 1. And West Ham 11 to 1. That's not good. United get players back, but so do City. Pep Guardiola has welcomed Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Mateus Nunes into his squad ahead of the Community Shield contest this Saturday. They all arrived on Friday, whilst Nathan Aka and Manuel Akanji were in on Monday. Guardiola and the touring party of America are due to arrive on Tuesday. Julian Alcaraz will be away for a bit longer after his appearance at the Olympics. This is literally a here we go again. I don't know why this keeps rearing its ugly head every summer transfer window. And this is literally going to prove my point of to why this is not happening. And I think we may be using it to scare PSG into lowering their price for Ugarte. That's what I hope we're doing. But here we go again. Reports in Spain write that Barcelona are desperate to sell Frankie de Jong and have offered him to multiple clubs, including Manchester United. The asking price is much reduced this time, only down to around £40 million, but his wages are absolutely enormous. The one outlet says they are as much as £500,000 a week, which seems ridiculous, but would explain the financial problems. Could he finally be the answer to United's midfield issues? Unless he takes a humongous pay cut, like 300,000 plus of a pay cut, then I might be open to the idea, but we cannot pay anyone over £250,000 a week. It cannot go higher than that. And to be honest, the only players that should be on that are Bruno Fernandes, possibly Martinez, that actually deserve it. Rashford doesn't deserve it. Sancho doesn't deserve it. Casemiro doesn't deserve it. I'd say just probably those two. And then anything in and around, and there should be something in players' contracts that if you don't perform well, that your weekly salary goes down. Because like you cannot justify paying, like, say, Casemiro nearly £300,000 a week, and he just within a season he went from being one of our best players to being one of our worst. Could this be the midfielder United are after? It is claimed that Manu Kone's representatives have approached United and want to facilitate English. I can't speak English today, lad. Facilitate a transfer. The player has been made available to a number of clubs, including Liverpool, Spurs, and Fulham. Chelsea have also been linked with him, with Borussia Mönchengladbach's president Roland Verkus said last week Kone wants to leave. And to be honest, I've never heard of him. Maybe take this one with a pinch of salt. Oh, God. It's one of those really out there sort of things. Online reports say that United have created behind the scenes plans for the upcoming transfer window under the watch of Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox. Among the more ambitious ideas are to get Cole Palmer and Adam Wharton as lifelong club fans. United are keen to do the groundwork ahead of time and create a wish list which includes these two players. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know about that. That's another Chelsea player. Time to start pushing for Ugarte again, but that's this. It's kind of funny how things have changed from literally an article from just before 3 o'clock in the afternoon to literally about 10-15 minutes ago, just before I went live. How things have gone from Ugarte, push for him, and now we're walking away. It is absolutely insane what things have gone on here. But I'll read the story anyway, because that's what we are, a news story about transfers and everything else. Time to start pushing for Ugarte again. PSG have now confirmed the signing of João Neves, who United had been interested in themselves. It's a big deal for both parties and could have a big impact on how United move forward with Ugarte. Now the deal is official. Oh dear God. Team talk write that Scott McTominay could choose to stay and fight for his place next season with a move away yet to materialise. After spending 34 million on Emil Smith Rowe, Fulham appear unwilling to sanction the 30 million United want for McTominay, and the academy graduate isn't set on leaving anyway. After Ten Hag said he wanted to keep McTominay, it is claimed that the form of Casemiro and lack of a new midfielder today has played into his mind over what. Oh God. I'm sorry, but we cannot go into the start of a new season. I can accept not winning the Community Shield, but we cannot be going into the first league game of the season and the midfield to be even worse than it was last year. At least we had Amrabat to pick from. Oh dear God, it is not looking good. Oh God. Oh, I don't know what to say to that. He needs to go. He really does need to go. Some big news ahead of the Community Shield at the weekend. Manchester United players Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainoo returned to Carrington on Monday morning, according to Manchester Evening News Sport. Shaw and Mainoo both started in the final of the European Championship on July 14th as England suffered a 2-1 defeat against Spain, and they were given extra time to recover. The pair were allowed to enjoy a holiday after the international commitments, but Shaw and Mainoo returned to training on Monday and could start in the Community Shield. Yeah. I think that's all the news. Yeah, so that is actually everything that I need to cover in this evening's show. But if there is anything I have missed, please don't forget to drop me a comment down below so I can go and check it out for you guys. I'm going to end it there for you for this evening. Please don't forget to drop me a like, share the video around, drop us a comment down below because I would love to hear from you guys and your thoughts about, obviously, is McTominay staying? Is he going? God help us all. We're apparently pulling away from the Ugarte deal. Literally, the whole transfer window is going just like the last two, the last three, the last four, the last how many there are. It's just all going to pot yet again because the Glazers are still financially in charge. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, tap the bell icon so you don't miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys.